Rohit Kochhar of Kochhar and Company, well-known lawyer from Delhi. Hitesh Jain from Mumbai, advocate. Sanjay Hegde, senior advocate of the Supreme Court. I don't know why he says media runs cases and investigations happen at their own pace, because that's what he's been saying today. Sanjay Hegde is proven completely wrong, because he realizes that the moment the media stops investigating a case, the police stop and don't jump into conclusions. They just jump into an eternity of inconclusiveness. P Singh, IPS officer and advocate. Vikram Singh, former DGP of Uttar Pradesh, and Shobhaa, who says tonight, she was very critical of the media, but she herself says tonight, this case has gone off track because of a lack of media focus. Why do you say that tonight? That wasn't your position about 10 days back.
Well, at one point I thought the media was overdoing it. It was a case of overkill, and they were also stepping out of line and assuming positions.
Just because we were questioning Maria.
Not about questioning anybody.
Like.
It's not a question. Arnab, let's not please get it down to personalities and make it such a cheap debate. I had a problem with the media flying kites. There were 10 theories a day emerging, all of them irresponsible. I'm not talking about you and your channel. I'm talking about media across the board.
It was a twisted case.
That doesn't
It is still
matter.
a twisted case.
It was an irresponsible approach.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
I'm not talking about you.
Anyway,
there were at least 50 theories which could not be substantiated.
But
and today
the media put the heat on the police, which was required.
No, of course it was required.
It was required.
They did. But
now what do we know?
We're talking about targeting individuals and not the case in its totality.
Individuals mess up, they will be targeted.
But it's you saying an individual is messed up. Not everybody thinks.
Well, I certainly think so.
But it's not about an individual. No. It's not about an individual.
You think so? If it's
the police were doing their job.
Okay,
the media should be doing their job.
I'm asking one question tonight to all the viewers. Where is the Sheena murder case? Who's investigating the case?
It's headless.
No, one second. Why is it headless? It is undeniable, and I'm saying this with my compliments to all the armchair critics who, when we were breaking stories and angles on the case, were saying, oh my God, it's so bad that Times Now is investigating this case, just in the same way they said, oh my God, it's so bad that Times Now is questioning Tarun Tejpal. Oh my God, it's so bad that Times Now is questioning who killed Sunanda Pushkar. In the same way, tonight is undeniable that the probe in the Sheena murder case has slowed down because there is confusion. We don't know who's in charge of the case. Peter Mukherjee has not been questioned even once since the media focus went off, right? We are still to hear from the Enforcement Directorate about whether they've conducted an investigation into Indrani's finances. The police are waiting for a report from the financial auditors who have stopped looking into the financial angle. There are no press briefings into the case. We don't know the motive. We don't know what's happened to the 3 people involved in the murder. We don't know the financial motive. We don't know why Mikhail was a target. We don't know who called the car in which Sheena was killed. It's just one big, gigantic camouflage that's been put over the case, and that's why P Singh, we need to ask, why did they cover up the case? Who benefits?
I think
who benefits?
Circumstances are overwhelmingly against the move of the government, because at the time when Maria was transferred, it was thought that the case would proceed the way it should. But actually what has happened, it has got totally derailed. There is an enormous confusion. One doesn't know who is the head of the police force. One doesn't know who is the superior officer who is required to supervise the investigation under Section 36 of the Code of Criminal Procedure. So what initially was thought to be that it's an internal departmental politics, that Maria has been shifted and Javed has been brought in. But with the passage of time, the apprehensions at those times, they are getting really confirmed that there was something really amiss, and that is why nothing is happening. And that time
and
itself,
on top of
Peter Mukherjee was not subjected to it.
And on top of it, now comes the bit of news which I'm going to put out here, that Peter Mukherjee and Indrani Mukherjee are very, very close friends of the new Commissioner of Police, Ahmed Javed. Very, very close friends. So this is, I have, and this is breaking news, I have the Commissioner of Mumbai Police on record right now, recorded 5 minutes back. And there was a party in April 2014 or July 2014 in which a very close circle of friends, and Shobhaa, I think you were there at that party, a very close circle of friends of Ahmed Javed was called exclusive set of friends. And this party happened in the Mumbai police officers' mess. And among those close set of friends, very, very close set of friends of Ahmed Javed is Peter Mukherjee and Indrani Mukherjee. I'm not saying you can't call someone to a party, but will you have the objectivity of investigating your closest friends? If Peter Mukherjee and Indrani Mukherjee are the closest friends, Vikram Singh, I put this question to you. If they are the closest friends of the present police commissioner, simultaneously we find the prime suspect, the prime accused, are the closest friends of the head of the police force. And these links are established. And as I'm saying to you, if I have tonight, as I claim I to do, the Mumbai Police Commissioner on record admitting this link, then should we not ask why this case has been put into cold storage? Vikram Singh, what do you think?
I would not like to believe what you are hinting at, but what the indications are, I would presume that the worst has already happened. One knee-jerk reaction after the other, the case being pushed into a deep freeze and nothing emerging after that. Most importantly, the financial ramification and implications of the case. The Raigad influence, who tried to twist the arm of the Raigad police into not lodging the FIR, and complete silence from the side of the police without any briefings, goes to that there's tremendous concealment and camouflaging. And more importantly, Arnab,
no, but should the Mumbai Police Commissioner accuse himself from any involvement in this investigation now? Because if he should he do that? You think he should?
If it is on record that he was hobnobbing socially with somebody who's now charged.
Not hobnobbing.
And on record.
No, not hobnobbing. Peter Mukherjee and Indrani Mukherjee are part of the closest social circle of a person called Ahmed Javed, who's head of the Mumbai police.
I was coming to that, Arnab, that he should recuse himself from this investigation and all processes of this investigation.
One second.
Just one last point.
Arnab,
please. Peter Mukherjee is on record to have gone to the police officer's mess, and this was on your channel, that Peter Mukherjee went and met beyond office hours some police officers in the officer's mess.
Probing him, probing the case, they are still in support.
Why P Singh?
It has to be independent.
No. YP Singh, you know what my problem with this whole Indrani Mukherjee, Peter Mukherjee, Sheena Bora case is about? Why is it that Times Now is to reveal all these facts? Hitesh Jain? Is it, I mean, are we the investigating agency in this case? I want to ask, did Ahmed Javed tell the Mumbai police and the Maharashtra government, you are asking me to take over as commissioner in the middle of this entire case, but Peter Mukherjee and Indrani Mukherjee are my closest friends? How can I do justice to this case when they are my closest friends?
Assuming that to be correct.
Yes, Mr. Kochhar.
Highly inappropriate.
Yes, Mr. Kochhar.
For him to have taken charge.
Exactly, Mr. Kochhar.
Yeah. Arnab, I endorse your view that assuming what you're mentioning is correct, and if the new police commissioner is socially aligned and close to Indrani and her husband, then I would go a step further to say not only should he recuse himself, but in the very first instance, it was inappropriate on his part to have accepted this post of Mumbai Police Commissioner.
Exactly. And what's going on here? I mean,
and certainly, he should have made a disclosure right in the beginning.
I'd like to get Sanjay Hegde into this. Why should he not? I mean, if you're going to compromise the investigation, now you can turn around and say, you know, they are my best friends, they're my closest buddies. I really like them. They are part of my closest circle of friends. We meet at parties every day. I invite them to my house, etc., etc. But it so happens that she's accused in a murder. But don't worry, I'll be very professional about it. Who's going to believe this, Sanjay Hegde? Would you believe it, Sanjay Hegde?
In today's day and age, nobody believes it.
Nobody.
But there was a time and place when you could play cards at a party with the police, and they would investigate you right there. After all, they have to decide one thing: are they policemen first or your friends first? And at the end of the day, most people tend to put their professions ahead. That's point one. I don't think I agree with Rohit that he should not have accepted becoming police
commissioner. Did he declare?
Did
he tell Devendra Fadnavis? No, 1 second. Did he tell Devendra Fadnavis that Mr. Fadnavis, Peter Mukherjee and Indrani Mukherjee are my closest friends?
We are not privy to that, but you must remember one thing.
No, but I'm revealing it tonight. I have the commissioner on record.
But when you are a...
Yes, Mr. Jain.
The clarification...
No, what is going on, Mr. Jain, in this case? Was this the reason?
That Ahmed would not be supervising.
Arnab, but it is not...
That Maria would continue to supervise.
No,
Why would he put himself in that very awkward position?
Hitesh. Yes, Hitesh.
Arnab, it is not very uncommon for a police commissioner to know a lot of people, in the society. So I do not agree with Rohit Kochhar's suggestion on the appointment of police commissioner.
No.
Perception matters. No. And if there are evidences of hobnobbing, then he should maintain a distance.
But what do you mean maintain a distance? Why P Singh agree?
Mr. Hitesh Jain, you are a lawyer.
Yeah,
what does a judge do if he knows a certain person? He's not exposed, he's not told that you know him and so you recluse yourself. A judge always says right at the inception, look, I am reclusing myself because one of the parties is known to me. Even if his relative is involved in any of the cases, the judge recluses himself.
So he should
a commissioner is a judge. He's like a judge supervising a statutory investigation. He takes a decision whether a person has to be arrested, confined, put behind bars or not. And if he's performing the statutory function, it is important for him to follow the protocols which are specific to judiciary, which are specific to the criminal justice system.
It's absurd today.
Mr. Jain, what are you saying? You are a lawyer.
I said at the beginning perception matters. I said in the...
No, I think...
I said in the beginning itself, perception matters, and if there is a perception of hobnobbing, he should recuse himself.
No, this is not hobnobbing.
He should himself have said so.
But I want to put a very different aspect. What is But whether he says or not, he should recuse himself from his action.
Why didn't he? I don't understand. What is the purpose? 1 second. Just 1 minute.
Just 1 minute. The Raigad angle is important.
No. 1 minute. Don't distract from the case. I don't think governments are foolish. I don't think governments are stupid. I don't think chief ministers don't know. I think they know everything. I'm pretty sure Shaina NC. I'm pretty sure Devendra Fadnavis must have known or been told by people that, listen, this man you are making commissioner, right in the middle of this high-profile case, is the closest friend of the prime accused of the murder. I mean, what are you doing? What do you think the people of this country are? You make the best friend of the prime accused of the murder into the person who is going to be looking after the investigation, and you expect people not to report, you expect Times Now not to reveal the fact. I mean, this entire case is so embarrassing, Shaina NC. It's the media that is bringing out inconsistency after inconsistency, almost as if we are the detectives and the investigating agency and the police are dragging their feet trying to cover up the case. Now, this disclosure comes out that your present man who you put in charge of investigating the case is the closest friend of the prime accused and a husband. I mean, is this a joke? How are you going to explain this to the people?
Arnab,
how are you going to explain this?
1 second.
Yes. How are you going to explain this?
Bakshi's statement today, I think, is worth knowing today, where he says that he has asked the Director General of Police, Sanjeev Dayal, to review the case and to send the status report. Once we get the report, only then will we decide what is needed to be done.
No, don't give me the press release. Don't give me the press release. That's a press release.
I think it's amply clear then and there.
That's a press release, ladies and gentlemen.
Whether Mr.
People are asking us whether we have the police commissioner on record and making the admission. Can I play that out? Just in the interest of transparency on the program tonight, in the interest of transparency. Ahmad Javed, the police commissioner. 1 minute. This is the news break that I promised, ladies and gentlemen. It is the first confirmation and it is on tape. A person called Ahmad Javed, the Mumbai police commissioner, on record, tells Times Now that Peter Mukherjee and Indrani Mukherjee, the accused in the Sheena Bora murder case, are my friends. Now, let the people decide what's going on.
Hello.
Hello, Javed sir.
Yes.
So, good evening, Ashish here from Times Now.
Haji.
Sir, I just wanted a quick small queries. We're doing a news story in which some of the celebrities like Shobhaa and all have informed us that you had thrown a party in July 2014 at Worli Police Officers Mess, in which you had invited Peter and Indrani Mukherjee as well. Is that correct, sir?
Well, I know them from socially and very infrequently, but yes, we know this thing. But that doesn't mean anything. I mean, I know a lot of people.
So don't you think there's a conflict of interest when one of your friends who had invited is a prime accused and a prime suspect as well?
How is it a conflict of interest? Because as a professional, the very fact that he didn't even call me when this thing happened shows how much of a friend he is. I never got any call from him at all.
Okay.
Yeah. So what he was the thing, and what it was, one was meeting him after years.
Okay.
So conflict of interest would come in if something at that point I was there. And I mean, I think the best indicator of this would be if he had called me when this thing happened. I didn't hear about it. I read it about it in the papers only.
So there were few unconfirmed reports that you were one of the first person who received call from Peter on August.
I'm telling you in so many words that the thing you do not believing me.
Okay.
I'm telling you in no uncertain terms.
Okay, so
I got no call from him then or during or till today. Please check up the records.
Okay. So are they like family friends, or how long you know each other?
No, not family friends. We met socially. I mean, once in a while here, like, maybe over a Christmas or a Eid or something like that. And once in 3, I wouldn't be surprised if it won't be more than a few times in 5-7 years. It just so happened that he happened to be there last year. That's all. So many other people also come who we don't meet for more than even once or twice in a couple of years. But let me be very clear, and please don't have any doubt that there was no call at any point.
Okay.
Neither then, So if there's no unconfirmed report, I'm thinking that if you're disbelieving me, you're casting aspersions, which I think is objection.
So Ahmad Javed says, I didn't receive a phone call from Peter Mukherjee after the news of Indrani Mukherjee's arrest came in. We had reports of 2 calls made to 2 policemen. He says, I was not getting those calls. I was not receiving the calls. But now that it is proven that they are
really
social...
neither here nor there.
Pardon me?
For the Mumbai Police Commissioner to say that he did not receive a call when this investigation first commenced, and therefore it's professionally appropriate.
No, it's not.
For him now to be sitting as head of the investigation team, probing into his so-called social acquaintances stroke friends. I find that argument, with due respect, rather amusing.
Yeah, absolutely. No, what should happen now? I mean, the fact is that the same social circle cannot invest. Vikram Singh, tell me, can a same social circle, members of the same party circuit, investigate each other? No, if members of a party...
let me tell you, being an acquaintance is one thing and being chummy is entirely another. If you are chums, fairness must not only be apparent, it should also be ensured. It must not only be seen, but it must seem to be done as well. And we have been trained since the moment we entered service that you have to live like a hermit and keep respectable distance from everyone. You should belong to everyone, everyone should belong to you, but maintain respectable distance so that nobody can raise a finger at you that you are not professionally upright and straight. And if you have been perceived to be close to someone, then take pains to recuse yourself from the investigation when he's the prime accused.
Shobhaa wants to come in.
But the fundamental response that the police commissioner gave was different.
Let Shobhaa come in.
His entire response to Times Now was centered around, I did not receive a phone call.
I didn't receive a phone call.
I did not receive a phone call. It's like a High Court judge making a statement responsible and in charge of hearing a murder trial of a person he's socially well acquainted with. And the excuse the High Court judge gives for not recusing himself is that I never received a phone call from my friend when this matter was first.
I'd like to come in right now. I'd like to come in right now, but I'm not going to talk about this, gentlemen. May I please come in right now?
Go ahead.
Till about 10 days ago, on this very channel and on other channels, the entire thrust of the argument was that Rakesh Maria was a good friend of Peter and Indrani. Now suddenly the story shifts almost dramatically and overnight. And the point is that Mumbai police commissioners it is part of their responsibility
to socialize,
to meet the people of the city they represent.
Really? Okay.
They've always done it. You can go back 20, 30 years. They have been sociable.
No, they're not
people.
Meeting. One second. There's a difference. No.
They've entertained people at their homes.
Shobhaa, just hold your horses.
I have been over 25 years to various homes of police commissioners and met them at social events.
You see what happens is, I agree with No, one second. Nobody's hounding anyone. Just by the way, Shobhaa, I've always believed that this. I don't believe in this.
No person will be able to become a police commissioner.
It is their job to know the city, to know its people. It's always been
Now, have you finished? Have you finished? Have you finished?
What you're talking
about? Have you finished? Once. YP Singh.
Police commissioner.
YP Singh.
Police commissioners know a lot of people in the city.
Look, there's a provision in the procedure.
Bombay police officials knew Indrani. That's an interesting question. You
I think
then rule out a whole host of people
from the job is an honest and well-meaning officer, and tomorrow probably he'll recluse himself formally from the investigation. Probably. He should constitute a special investigation team which does not work under him, so that they can independently pursue the investigation,
exactly
because it's a golden concept. Justice has to be seen.
Exactly what
even though there's no bias, even though there's a total merit, even though there's a total merit, yet public should perceive that yes, the investigation is going on in the right direction. May I
make a point here, please, gentlemen? We began the discussion and I made a limited point that those people... Shaina, just coming in. I'm coming to you only. I just want to make a limited point. You see, people complain too much about the media. Yes, the media put pressure. I admit we put a great amount of pressure as far as the Sheena murder case is concerned, because we believe that big shots in this country get away by using influence. That's the general feeling, and when there's media focus, it's more difficult for them to get away. Point number one. Point number two, there is already a shadow of doubt over the way the Mumbai police has carried out its investigation. Even if I believe that Rakesh Maria and Peter Mukherjee never knew each other, and that had nothing to do with the blunders that a person called Rakesh Maria made, the fact is, it is the media that traced Siddharth Das, not the police. It is the media that brought out that Rahul Mukherjee tried to lodge a missing persons report, not the police. It was the media that exposed the financial angle, not the police. Let us not forget that the police, long after the media revealed the financial angle, then admitted it's looking into Indrani's finances. Let us not forget that it was the media that revealed that there could be a possible link between Indrani and Sanjeev Khanna as a result of the financial angle. It is the media that questioned... No, one second, let me complete. Shaina, let me complete, please. Let me complete, please. I'm on one point, and after that the viewers will decide. It is the media which, with access to station diaries and details from 2012, which exposed the attempt by the police to bury the case in 2012. It is the media that got Mikhail to admit that his silence was bought. And it is Mikhail through the media who revealed that Sanjeev Khanna and Indrani continued their association even after Indrani's marriage with him had ended. The point that emerges is this. The police messed up. The police bungled. The media did a fantastic job. It was media scrutiny that ensured the probe got as far as it did. Now, when there is less scrutiny, the police believe they can take a breather. अच्छा भाई, अभी पुलिस के अभी ये मीडिया निकल गई, बहुत अच्छा. अभी धीरे-धीरे केस को जरा फ्रीजर में डाल दीजिए. और कोई कहां पूछेगा? अगर कोई कुछ ज्यादा पूछे तो शायना एनसी एक बात कही, ये तो मीडिया का काम है ही नहीं, आप अपना काम कीजिए. अरे भाई, आप कौन होते हैं हमें हमारा काम कहने बताने के लिए? It has become fashionable to attack the media now. In this case, tell me, Shaina NC, I come to the moot question now. Did Ahmed Javed tell Devendra Fadnavis that Mr. Fadnavis, you are bringing me at a time of this case, so people will expect me more than any other case to do justice in this case? But Mr. Devendra Fadnavis, I am very closely acquainted with Peter Mukherjee and Indrani Mukherjee. So closely acquainted that when I hosted a party, I didn't meet them at some party. When I hosted a party in which I got some close friends, Peter and Indrani are among the close friends I got. It's not some casual meeting in some social place, you see. Mr. Fadnavis, therefore, people may question tomorrow whether I can actually be in a position to investigate members of my own party circuit. Legit question, Shaina? Did he tell your chief minister? Did he tell your chief minister about this? Yes, please. Yeah.
As you need to be applauded, and particularly your channel for unfolding a lot of the mysteries in this case.
I am not fishing for compliments, Shaina. Answer my question.
But please do not undermine the role of the Mumbai police also, where they investigated on a case 3.5 years down with no missing complaints. So
missing complaint? The complaint buried by the police, Shaina. What are you talking about, Shaina?
Mumbai police. And then the chief minister said, that do not focus on only one case and treat all cases
I don't need the chief minister's permission to decide what to report on.
Should also be applauded. And if the police commissioner has a history of knowing this family or knowing them on whatever basis, Mr. Bakshi has made it clear today. The Home Secretary has said that in consultation with Sanjeev Dayal as
who is Bakshi to make it clear?
I'm sorry,
Shaina NC, I'll repeat the question. I want to know I'm asking a question, I'm not passing judgment. I want to know only one answer to one question. I want to, no, Shaina, you must listen to my question. People want to see you answer my question.
On the dengue case where the child loses life and 2 parents commit suicide, have we focused on all these other parallel cases as well? Have we not, in a way, distorted our own level of one case vis-a-vis hundreds of others which are equally important? And if we expect from
have you finished, Ms. Shaina, giving me a lecture on journalism?
In an effective way.
Shaina, by the way, Shaina, 1 second. You know what, by the way? Your party, the Bharatiya Janata Party, did not even react to any of the dengue cases in Delhi till they were exposed on Times Now. So don't give me lectures in journalism. I will never take lectures in journalism from any politician or from a policeman for that matter. I am asking a question today. I am asking why P Singh? I have a question. There is something called disclosure, Vikram Singh. Disclosure. After that, let the Chief Minister decide, right? Sanjay Hegde. I disclose, absolutely. I go to Devendra Fadnavis, they are very, very close friends of mine. Who? Fadnavis asked? Indrani Mukherjee is a very close friend of mine. She is a very close
acquaintances. Then he should have put it down on record.
Show me the paper. Show me the paper.
This might be a problem. I don't know whether the CM was told, because the CM did put Maria back in charge after transferring him out.
No, but now I have exposed.
I assume that even today that Maria has some overall control. Javed Ahmed has not put his hands into the thing. But nevertheless, this is a situation where conflicts of interest cannot be afforded, not only because of Javed and because of Peter, but because over the long haul, these questions are bound to come up.
Shaina NC, I need to know did Fadnavis remove Maria because of the Sheena Bora case or because he personally disliked him? There are many questions that will need to be answered tonight. And by the way, before I get into a break and I'm coming out on the other side, again with compliments, you see there is a section, there is unfortunately Shaina, you know one thing. Shaina, some members of Lutyens, Shaina, the fact of the matter is, you know, there are some people in the media who don't want Big Shot's question. There are some people on the so-called pseudo-upper crust of society who don't want Big Shot's question. Is the media at fault for interviewing Peter Mukherjee? Is the media at fault, ladies and gentlemen, for highlighting the inconsistencies in Peter Mukherjee's narrative? Is the media at fault for interviewing Peter Mukherjee before the police called him for questioning? Is the media at fault? Is the media at fault today for highlighting that Peter Mukherjee made 4 phone calls when he got to know that Indrani was arrested? Is it our fault or is it our duty? I come back on the other side, a big disclosure. I think we've set the cat among the pigeons on this one. I'm coming back on the debate in a few minutes. Let's get back to a moot point. Has the case been slowed down because the media is off the case? Hitesh, what do you think? Has the case been slowed down because the media is off the case, or at least that's the impression the police has got? Why do we have to do this? Why do policemen get off high-profile cases the moment the media gets off the case?
I wouldn't blame the media for saying that the
investigation is being conducted or the manner in which it is
Hitesh.
So I'm not blaming the media. The perception is very clear that it appears to have slowed down.
Why?
And particularly when the investigating officers had opened their mouth and said that they will file the charge sheet within 33 days.
Yeah.
So their actions are not certainly inspiring confidence. And coupled with the fact that the Raigad police angle is not being probed properly.
Yeah.
So all these factors, particularly when the investigating officer said that they will file the charge sheet within 33 days, their actions are certainly not inspiring confidence.
The idea is to slow down the case.
It appears now that the media is off their back. So the
whole idea is
I don't think so. It's a slow down the case.
Are we wrong?
But their actions are certainly not inspiring confidence.
Are we wrong in making that assumption?
I wouldn't blame the media for the slowing down in the probe.
Yeah.
I think it's really the case that the investigation team is headless thanks to injudicious actions and decisions by the state government in removing Mr. Maria at a very critical stage of the probe and bringing
I completely disagree, because Kochhar does not understand
is close friends with the accused persons.
No, I mean, the media brought the case to light today.
Kochhar, I think you're speculating
Shobhaa
the decision
and YP Singh. Shobhaa and
the
YP
decision to change has got nothing to do. So don't make such kind of allegations when you don't understand.
Had Shobhaa come in, please. Fact is, had the media bought the personal angle or the
not an allegation.
Angle,
it's a statement of fact.
The financial
in the midst
angle,
of
somebody,
the probe,
Rajiv,
Rakesh Maria was removed, and a new officer was brought in, who, as I said, it now transpires. I'm not imputing motive to Javed.
Rohit, one second. Here's my view. Somebody does not want the financial angle to come out. Am I correct? Shobhaa.
I would say that the case, the slowdown that we are looking at, it all amounts to slow death. They want to kill the case. It's very obvious. And unless the media keeps up a relentless pressure with facts and with actual some meat, not just kite flying.
What's kite
Otherwise,
flying?
the minute the public believes that the case, kite flying is a lot of theories with no substance whatsoever.
Like what?
And it has
Tell me one.
There were various theories, not when the financial angle came in, but certainly personal theories, which were actually going nowhere.
I'm talking about financial angle. I've been focused on the financial angle.
It's very apparent that there are powers way up there. They are derailing this case politically.
Right.
And so maybe even as far as the police are concerned, their hands may be tied because they are getting orders from someone else. And who that someone else is, that's where the media comes in.
You agree?
That's where the media comes in, and they can do a fantastic investigative job.
I would like to further what Shobhaa is saying, that there are very strong symptoms which show that the case is heading for a demise. First of all, the state government has done the most ridiculous thing by making a low-rank officer, that is the Raigad Superintendent of Police, investigate a senior officer who's of the rank of a DIG. How can an SP investigate a DIG for a departmental probe? First of all, this is something very glaring, and it cannot be inadvertent. It could be with a certain design. And secondly, police have not taken any steps to find out who told Shinde in 2012 not to register the case. As I had told Arnab last time, that there was a page 3 circuit behind it, and that page 3 circuit is not being identified.
Circuit? Which page 3 circuit with political connections?
Well, the people with whom Peter used to move.
One big question.
Peter with whom people used to move. Why those people have not been
Which people? You're saying politicians?
Brush the page 3 circuit with the same brush. I don't think we should brush all the page 3 circuit with the same brush. But one thing was very apparent, that there was some influential hand.
Just a minute,
Hitesh, are you a spokesman?
Who called up in 2012?
Hitesh, you're not
Who was the person who called up the local SP in 2012 not to register murder case? Can't police find out the case is getting delayed?
This should be probe. This is a very important aspect. From the day one, I mentioned that the manner in which the Raigad was handled was very suspicious. No inquest, no.
It's a minute's job. You just have to get the call data records of 2012 and find out on that particular day, on that particular time, who called up the SP at that time. It will be identified in no time. And why the Mumbai police has not done...
Of course, they should be probed.
Why have they faltered on this very basic fundamental point?
There is no doubt about this. This is the most important aspect of the probe.
It's crystal clear today that there was media pressure with Vikram Singh, which brought the case into a level of public scrutiny where people were unable to cover up the case. So to cover up the case, you needed to bring in a speed breaker. The speed breaker was the change of the commissioner. The moment the commissioner was going in the right direction on the financial angle, bring in the speed breaker, and there was a panic reaction, Vikram Singh. If you notice, when Maria for the first time said financial angle, within half an hour of that, the man is removed, which means there is somebody who's dead scared that now, because of media pressure or whatever, and that person needs to be a very powerful person. So there is some very powerful person controlling this from behind.
Correct. You must understand, Arnab, that the moment you mention finances, which is the Gangotri of this crime, somebody takes pains to remove Maria and then demolish the investigating team. If the police commissioner can be booted out, lesser mortals like DCPs, ACPs and inspectors, what focus, enthusiasm and motivation will they have to go to the financial angle? And therefore, the financial part stands buried. You use the word camouflaging. I would also supplement the word concealment and camouflage.
I have a question. My last question.
Arnab, here there is one more thing.
Sanjay.
Arnab, just let me get in my point here. See, in most crimes, you solve it by following the money. where was the money used? This possibly is a crime where you can solve it by checking out where did the money come from in the first place.
Okay.
Because until a big sum of money came into this household, there was no motive.
Shaina, is the BJP worried about following the money trail? You know, you can easily find out who gave the 88 crores of unsecured loans to the company that Indrani Mukherjee was running.
The shell companies.
Yeah, 88 crores of unsecured loans was given. Find out who gave the unsecured loans.
Yes.
And why?
And why?
But who says we're not trying to find out? And please don't correlate Rakesh Maria's exit to this case only. Please, he was given his fair due as
it is only to
police
this case.
Commissioner.
100% linked to this case.
And it was not at
only
all
this case.
strictly politically
no, it is only this case.
Contrary to what you are
only
propagating.
This case.
To say that it is this case.
It is only this
case. He had 22 days left.
you never remove a person 22 days before.
No,
he was a very good
all right, I wrap up this discussion tonight. Follow the money. 88 crores. Read my lips. 88 crores. Some people. One second. Some people gave 88 crores of unsecured loans. Unsecured loans to Indrani Mukherjee. 88 crores of unsecured loans. Follow the money. There may be a story there. I thank you all for joining me on debate number 2.
And the motive, Arnab. Find the motive. We still don't have a motive.
We'll follow the story. Thank you for joining me. I hope the police finds out the motive. I mean, we're not the police, but the police needs to answer. Now, Mr. Javed Ahmad, ball is in your court. Thank you for joining us on debate number 2 on the News Hour tonight. Thank you.